All right, let's take a look at something very nice today, something exquisite. For a while there, Walmart was clearing out their Majorette cars like this for $2. I was so glad I jumped on it when I could. You wouldn't know it, but only a few, they priced them as $2 as a sticker. The rest of them looked exactly the same as far as the packaging. So when I scanned them, make sure you get the app on your phone. Maybe you don't want to shop off the app, but you definitely need it to price scan things. Beep, $2. So these are normally $4. And for $4, I can get a few, but I don't want all of them for $4. For $2, yeah, I think I can handle getting even the ones I don't like as much, like yellow. I like the Camaro. It's an okay car. It's not my favorite. This is considered the deluxe cars. It has real metal body. That's good. Rubber tires. I love rubber tires. Suspension, which is one of the things that I miss that all the 70s cars had. Opening parts is another thing you never see them on the cheaper cars. It's like the cars that I used to play with, and then we sometimes get the cheap ones, like, the 10 for $1 cars. That feels like that's what we're getting these days. And this is a licensed vehicle by Chevrolet. This is an import from, it's imported by Jada Toys. Thank you for Jada. It's got all the different languages on here, but Majorette, as far as I know, my first experience, I've said this in every single one of my videos, is from my French pen pal. She would send me birthday stuff or Christmas stuff, and include in it some things that like her brother Jesús liked. I know that's not a normal French name, but their parents really loved America, and they thought that Jefferson was a common American name like Jeff. But then they saw the spelling, but they didn't know how to pronounce it, so Jefferson. And Barbara is definitely not a common name. It's Barbara, but not in France it's not. But anyway, so you get a box to put in when you're done. So it gives you that very, I never had these boxes when I was a kid, but evidently right before I was coming to the age of getting this stuff, they came like this. And I've seen them at some stores. I remember there was one in Lexington, drugstore that had these, but you couldn't just grab them because I guess people would steal them. They were inside of a plastic thing that you can, like a display that you can rotate with a wheel on the bottom to rotate them around, and then you can say, I want that one. And they would be sitting like this on there, or it was like this, I think. And they wouldn't pull the one out of there. They would pull a box from behind the counter. So they would just pull out the box and here you go. And they would take it to the counter for you because they don't trust people. So on the bottom, we have some real rubber wheels. And it's by Majorette. And this is the Chevrolet Camaro. I don't see any other information that's pertinent. It's got a reference number. It's got Dickey Spitzberg. I think Dickey was the name of a company that I think Dickey bought Majorette. I watched a really good documentary on this. On the back, I don't see any opening parts. I mean, normally, it says opening parts, real opening parts. I'm not seeing any opening parts. I must be missing something. It's got suspension, but you can tell it's got suspension. It's got the line running through there where it's got the suspension rack. So if you can watch it, let me see. But the wheels are so close to begin with. And the detailing it's got, I'm really thinking this is not as high quality as Matchbox's. Maybe why it's clearance out for $2. Because on Matchbox, you would have more detailing in the back, to be honest with you. It's kind of a letdown. In the front, it's got a lot more detailing than the back. The back's kind of like, We got red paint right here. We got no license plate. We got dents for some reason. In the front, we got the Chevrolet logo. We got, it looks like it's got real light right there, like real plastic, like they use the same layer. So there's a metal yellow layer on the top, and you can tell that paint is really weak. I mean, it looks like they put one thin layer on it, and the crack, it just, I don't know, they didn't do a great job at it. There's also a layer for the plastic right here, the clear plastic. We got, I want to say this black spoiler might be completely separated. I think it's just they glued it in or something. But it's the same color as the interior. You can see the black here and the black. The steering is actually on the left, so it's not like in France where they steer on the wrong side of the road. And then the bottom layer is plastic. So it's kind of a disappointment compared to most of them because there's no opening doors, no opening hood. I like the opening doors the best. And not even the back opens up. So there's no opening parts. So they kind of, you lied to me there. No opening parts. Yeah, that's one thing I could say is definitely lied to me about. But I'm not going to complain too much. It's $2. Oh my gosh, I'm so not used to that. It's so quiet. You can't even hear it roll. Wow. And it's a good roller. It's a great roller. But of course, with rubber tires, they take a lot of the energy away when you push. So if you're used to pushing a Hot Wheels car with the same amount of energy, it's not going to go as far or as fast with these because the rubber absorbs a lot of that energy. But it also keeps it quiet. So if you want to sneak up on somebody, this is what you want to use. So if you want to give your kids something that won't make a lot of noise when they're playing with it, maybe this would help. All right, so can you do any other stuff like drifting? No, it's rubber tires. You can't do that. That's just not going to be allowed. All right. So let me know if you picked up this for your collection, and let me know, is this a disappointment to you? Because compared to the other things I've gotten by Majorette, I feel like this one is one of the weaker ones. I'm not saying it's a total flop for $2. It's a pass. Would I have bought it for $4? No. Would I have been disappointed for $4? Yes. Did I measure this? I don't know if I did or not. But for the measurement, it's about 7.5 centimeters. I feel like I didn't have because everything's coming out 7.5 centimeters. About 3 inches. So let me know if this is part of your collection.